My dear, the silence between us is its own heartbreak. They see it, feel it, and regret it. They know this quiet is not peace, but a wound they're too afraid to heal. In the stillness, their soul aches for the words that should have been spoken. They see the weight of silence, the sorrow it brings, but can't yet find the courage to end it. Their heart recognizes the distance, but fear keeps them from reaching across the silence. The silence is louder than any words, echoing the love they can't yet express. They've learned that silence can hurt, but they don't know how to make it stop. They feel the space between you both, an unspoken longing for resolution they can't find. The silence between you is a cold reminder of everything left unsaid, yet they yearn for it to end. Their heart aches in the quiet, knowing the pain it causes but paralyzed by their own fears. They've seen the hurt in your eyes, and it's tearing them apart, but still, they remain silent. This silence is the distance between who you were and who you could still be, but they don't know how to close it. They feel the weight of every unspoken word, but shame stops them from breaking the silence. They wish to break the silence, but the fear of what comes after is overwhelming. Their soul feels the strain of every moment spent in silence, and it aches to bridge the gap. This silence is their confession. They wish they could find the courage to speak it. The more the silence stretches, the deeper their regret grows. They want to fix it, but don't know how. They know this silence is a poison, yet they are still too afraid to let the healing words flow. Their heart recognizes the quiet between you as the space where love is either healed or lost. In the silence, they see the pain they've caused, but feel paralyzed by the weight of their own guilt. They've realized the truth. Silence has never been a solution. It's just another form of heartbreak. They understand now. Silence doesn't protect anyone, it only deepens the hurt that already exists. They recognize that the silence between you both is just a shadow of their own unresolved fears. They've lived in the quiet for too long. Now all they need is the courage to break free. If this touched your soul, don't scroll, like, comment your favorite quote, and subscribe for more. They feel the space between you, but fear has kept them from stepping into the light. This silence is a prison they've created for both of you, one they don't know how to escape. Every moment of silence feels like an eternity to them, knowing the pain they've caused. The silence is a wound neither of you deserves, but they've yet to find the courage to heal it. They understand now that silence isn't a break, it's a slow unraveling of everything that matters. They know the silence is a test of love, but they're terrified they'll fail it. They feel the silence consuming them, yet can't seem to speak the words that will set you both free. Their silence is a mirror of their regret, a reflection they long to change but don't know how. They feel the weight of your unspoken pain, but fear keeps them from offering the healing touch you need. They've realized the silence isn't just painful for you, it's killing them too. The quiet between you both is their greatest fear, knowing it may be too late to undo the damage. They see the truth. Silence doesn't protect, it only deepens the hurt. But they don't know how to speak yet. Their heart aches for the words that could heal, but they remain silent, trapped in their own fear. They want to speak, but the weight of your pain has kept their words locked inside. They see the silence as a canyon growing between you two, one they wish they could bridge. They know the silence has become a wall, one they're desperate to tear down but unsure how. In the silence, they see the reflection of their own hesitation, and it hurts more than any words. They understand that silence is the enemy of healing, but they feel powerless to end it. Their heart is screaming for reconciliation, but their silence betrays them, leaving them mute in their regret. The silence is suffocating them both, but they feel powerless to change it. They know this silence is a slow burn, yet can't seem to speak the words that would put it out. Their silence is a prison of their own making, one they long to escape but fear to face. Every second of silence feels like a missed chance to make things right. They feel the weight of every moment spent in silence, knowing it only makes things worse. The silence is their confession, but they don't know how to turn it into the words that will heal you. They understand the pain the silence causes, but they still can't find the strength to speak. The quiet between you is like a storm, heavy and suffocating, yet they're too scared to face it. They know the silence is an illusion of safety, but the longer it lasts, the more it destroys them both. They've recognized the danger in silence, but they are still too paralyzed to speak their truth. They see the silence not as peace, but as the slow unraveling of everything they once loved. They are aware that every moment of silence pulls you further apart, but they can't yet find the words. They know the silence hurts, but their heart is tangled in fear, unsure of how to begin. They understand that silence isn't healing. It's just another form of abandonment they can't undo. They wish they could speak, but the silence has wrapped them in a shroud of regret. The silence between you is the loudest thing they've ever known, yet they can't bring themselves to break it. They feel the pain of the silence just as much as you, but they're still learning how to speak. They know silence is a heavy burden, but they've been too scared to let the truth fall free. The silence feels endless, but so does their desire to break it, if only they could find the strength. They're lost in the quiet, realizing it's the very thing keeping them from you. They can feel the distance growing, but their fear keeps them paralyzed, trapped in the silence. They know this silence is hurting you both, but they're still learning how to break free from it. The silence is a space where love and regret swirl together, yet they can't speak the words that would fix it. They understand that silence isn't the answer, but they're still too afraid to speak the truth. They know the silence is suffocating, but they don't know how to let the healing begin. In the silence, they see the truth. The longer they wait, the further you slip away.